Hello, folks. Welcome to another episode of the World Cup Watchpoint podcast. My name is Ben. I'm your host, writer, editor, publisher of the World Cup Watchpoint Substack. And today we are talking about Team Great Britain, also sometimes called Team United Kingdom. I'm going to use those interchangeably. I think officially it's Team Great Britain, but I am joined here today by Tread, tank player for Team GB and Disguised, and KiWii, the flex support player for Team Great Britain, as well as Kintsugi and Fisher. So thank you both for hopping on with me. If you each want to take a second to introduce yourselves, talk a little bit about where you come from in the Overwatch scene, where you've been, and how you've found your way onto Team UK.
I'm Tread. I've been playing pro for probably ongoing 3 years now. Played with Gen G most recently in EU, and then I've moved to NA this year to keep doing school and also play on DSG.
I'm KiWii. I've been playing Overwatch or trying to go pro for at least 3 years now, and I've just been grinding through Face It Masters. I made it to OWCS one time with Frosttails and got relegated, so I'm trying to get back.
All right, so I want to ask, because I've been curious about this, and obviously I hear your accent, which sounds more like mine than it does Tread's. So what is your family like connection with the UK? Because I know you also trialed for Team Ireland.
Yes.
So what's your background?
So I was born in the UK, and we moved to the US when I was 5 for a job that my dad got. And my dad has two very Irish parents who immigrated when he was born in the UK. So I'm like, by blood, I'm 50% Irish and UK, and I've been here for 15 years, so I got a passport for the US.
How many passports do you have?
We got 3.
That's crazy. I only have 1. So have you lived the times, because you've kind of gone back and forth between EU, playing in European tournaments, playing in American tournaments. Have you been based in the US the entire time you've been doing that?
Yeah, I mainly was playing from California, so the West Coast, but I've recently moved to Pittsburgh.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I guess that flexibility, you can kind of pick and choose what region you want to play in. So getting into Team UK, I actually want to start, KiWii, by asking you about your path to getting on Team UK, because I think when this World Cup hype cycle started, most of us, myself included, looked at Team UK and was like, okay, I think I can guess like 5 or 6 of the players on this team just from who's the most prominent. But then flex support was sort of the big question mark. What was that? First, I want to ask what the trial process was like, and then I want to get into what Team UK's actual plans are, both short-term and long-term, for that support line, because on the roster we have KiWii, Crispy, and Funny Astro. So let's just jump right into that.
So yeah, I just showed up, tried my best, and they wanted me, so works out. For the backline, from my understanding, it's they want me to just like play KiWii mostly. And Crispy's really good at Brig, so it really helps with the Juno Brig.
So it's you and Crispy basically swapping in and out depending on the composition?
Yeah, just the map or the ban so far is what it seems like.
Interesting. I'm trying to compare that to the tank rotation, Tread, with you and GoldenPants. Because from what I've heard, it's been like kind of 50-50 in terms of playtime and scrims.
How my understanding is right now, it's literally just flipping a coin each map, who's going to be in, who's going to be out. I think there's nothing set in stone.
It's the infinite wisdom.
It's the UK way. We don't know until we turn up.
Surely that's going to work this time. What's it been like for you to play with Funny Astro? Because I imagine that's something that you've never done before this. So what's that been like?
Every time I play with this like roster, it feels a lot easier than playing with a lot of other teams, because everyone's like already doing what they're meant to do, and all I have to do is look around and just follow their lead, especially if I'm on flex support. Like all I gotta do is heal Kai, and we'll probably win.
Like, was there ever a consideration of getting like a breakthrough player for flex support?
Not that I know of. I think the initial plan that I speak to a few of the players because I know them. I know some of them quite well. I think it was just to have someone off row, and then KiWii kind of just turned up. I knew KiWii was a person. They played in NA, but I've only ever seen them play Lucia. That was like Kiriko's not exactly a hard hero to play. Just have Crispy play it was probably like the initial idea. But you also, because we don't know, I think like it's just to have KiWii and Crispy both on there for insurance if one of them doesn't play good or whatever.
Right, you want to have options.
I mean,
if they decide that they're actually going to nerf Kiri and it becomes like a BAP meta or something, or Ana. Not that that'll happen, because that would never happen, but...
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had that many scrims, really, as a team, like, really, because everyone has their own thing to do. Like, I could only come to 2 of the trial blocks because I had exams, and then I was at LAN, and then I was busy, so I wasn't
Yeah.
entirely sure what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine that, like, just considering the pre-existing connections of a lot of the players on this team, that, like, a lot of it was kind of, I mean, the trial list was not exactly extensive. So, KiWii, when I did my Team Ireland preview, we talked about you with Ocean and Luan, and they kind of talked about how they didn't feel like you kind of put your best foot forward in the Ireland trials, and those were obviously before the UK trials. Is there anything that you feel like you took away from those Team Ireland trials and kind of used to reflect and work on for the UK trials?
I get what you mean. Yeah, I just didn't put. I mean, as they said, I didn't put my best foot forward. I was just really tired that week. It was the same week that the OWSS quals were happening, so a lot of teams were like trialing. It was like leading up to that, and I was like trip blocking every day for like too many teams. Ended up with Hattori and my current team right now, which I'm happy with. But yeah, it was just to make sure I had energy and try my best, which I didn't do in the Ireland trials, sadly.
I just want to just go through this UK roster. Kai, Maymone, DPS line, same as last time. GoldenPants, Tread, Tank, Crispy Funny Astro, KiWii, support. You two are two of the younger, less experienced players on this Group Britain roster. Do guys like Kai or Funny Astro ever, like, give you shit for stuff? Or B, what's it been like getting to work with some of the more experienced players in the EMEA scene?
Everyone on Team UK is nice. Like, I wouldn't say a single person is gonna tell me to piss off or anything, but it's kind of at a certain point you kind of just have to shut up and listen to the champ. Kind of just have to listen to Funny Astro a lot of the time. And Kai is just a silent guy, but I think it helps when you have the best main support in the world on your team. So
Does Astro kind of take on a lot of that, like, in-game leadership stuff?
yeah, I mean, it's very weird for especially me and Mayman, I think, because we both speak a lot, but then you just have Astro that just does his thing, and you can't exactly tell him to be quiet. So
Yeah. KiWii, actually, I'm curious, KiWii, does anybody on the team make fun of you for having lived in America all this time?
Not yet, actually. No one's made fun of me for being an American, so I'm lucky on that department. But to your question on like people giving shit or anything, it's very different on this team compared to like Fisher. When I joined Fisher, like for the first time, because those players were way better than me at the time in 2024. Like it was Hydron, Grapes, Iron, way above like my tier. They give me shit all the time, 24/7, and it made me so much better at the game. But here it seems like everybody still wants everyone to do good, but they're just really nice at the same time.
So the DPS line of this team is the same DPS line as with that Anyone's Legend had, Kai and Maymone. I feel like Kai has really not been able to hit some of the peaks that he has in the past, like when he was in the Overwatch League. Do you feel like this team environment is one that will maybe enable him to hit some of those peaks again?
I think if anyone was calling Kai shit, I think they're delusional, first of all. I still think he's a really good player. You can't just say he didn't do this on Anyone's Legends, but Anyone's Legends is a different team compared to what he was on Valiant and whatso. But Anyone's Legends was like until the end of the stage they were really bad, and then still at the end of the stage they lost to a map 5 against Geeke. So I can't think you can't just put it all on a Hitscan. You can't just put it all on one person. Like Hitscan needs someone to do something so he can do something. But I think Kai is still one of the best Hitscans in the world and can be.
I'm thinking more about the last year, really 2025 to now compared to like 2023, 2022, parts of 2024. I think, and I'm not the only person that's like gotten that impression. I've seen how good Kai can be, and I think sometimes you just need the right team environment to like get maybe back to the peak that you could with a previous team. So in the scrims that you guys have had with Team UK, like what do you feel like the team's strengths are?
Our strengths is that I think our macro game's going to be always on point, like auto economy wise, because again we have the best main support, so he helps a lot with everything. But it's also like I think a lot of our players are very mechanically good. Like GoldenPants is the best ball in the world, especially mechanically.
In the world?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's a reason this guy is like champ 1, and I know like he doesn't lose on Wrecking Ball. Even though the heroes hasn't been used in pro play massively outside of like Korea and some NA teams, but he's unbelievably good at that hero.
He's like so good that you're like, okay, we have to like incorporate this guy into our strategy.
I mean, yeah, like, in my opinion, the whole roster was pretty much decided. Like, there was people mad about this Mapesy guy not getting a tryout, but this Mapesy guy is like, I don't Personally, I don't know who he is, but I think
It was-
I think I was guaranteed GP was definitely like GP should be guaranteed. And as soon as he came into the tryouts, like I was watching them when I'm on the plane or like between an exam or something, and this guy was just crazy still.
Where did the like on the plane meme come from? Because I saw it appear and I think I missed where it started.
I got no clue. I was not there.
I want to talk about this because it was pretty funny. So the Smex thing. So who, do you know whose idea that was?
I think it was X, Commander X. I'm not sure. Commander
Makes
X and
sense.
ChrisTFer. It's funny. I liked it, especially someone that got screwed out last World Cup because Smex not to play a single map and just go there and do his own thing. But I think it was a good thing to do because it brings a lot of attention to Team UK, even though some people,
Definitely did.
even yourself, didn't like it.
It was funny. To be honest, I was just kind of annoyed because like I had like put time into like writing an article about a thing that I thought was like real news and it felt like I had just wasted my time.
I mean, that's the point. There's been so many like instances of this in like different sports as well. It brings attention to the team. It's just a funny thing. If people like, no offense, but if Smex was actually on this roster, it'd be the biggest waste of a sport, like even more of a waste than last time. He's just going to come and you see like how GP players and everything, but it's pretty much guaranteed this guy was not going to be on the roster. He was just going to come for vibes, if anything. Maybe we'll see him in the boot camp or something.
Are you guys planning a boot camp?
Yes.
For the online qualifiers or
Korea.
Okay. I like I like the confidence.
You shouldn't be scared of anyone in that group. So
I think fair to say you got pretty lucky with the group draw. I think you got two of the weaker teams in Europe. You got probably the weakest of the other invited teams, at least on paper, with Norway, Germany, and Portugal. Between those teams, is there anybody that you're just like looking forward to get to play against? KiWii, you can start with this one.
I don't know about in this group stage. I don't personally know many of the players on like our group, but I look forward to playing Team France in the LAN portion, just because everyone on that roster was on my team.
Bold of you to assume that Team France is making LAN.
Yeah, they will. But yeah,
I mean, there's a
played
world
with-
where they don't make LAN, and that'd be very.
that would make me sad.
I think Poland's really strong. So just from what I've heard and talked to other people about,
Yeah, it would be very fun to
just
play my old
add
teammates.
France to the list of just add France to the list of countries that I've just decided to antagonize. France, Brazil, UK arguably now, even though that wasn't intentional. But Chad, what about you? Is there anybody that you're just like looking forward to get to play against,
Okay.
or disappointed that you're not getting to play against?
I don't care about our group at all, to be honest. You got Eskimo and Germany. We're somewhat friends, but I don't really care that much. I want to go knock out Team Canada because that's everyone I went to school with. I feel like that'd be very funny. I want to beat Sweden as well because Sweden is meant to be like this big powerhouse or whatever with their imports, with their really good roster and everything.
Yeah.
Sadly, they're not in our group. And I really doubt they're going to put two European people together. I think it's very unlikely they put like a first seed and a first seed against each other in a group. If no upsets at all, Sweden will be seed 1 in their group, we will be seed 1 in our group, and we will not see them till BlizzCon. More than likely. But
Yeah,
it also
probably.
it gives us a good scrim partner within Europe. I mean, apart from Saudi. But Saudi's like, they don't have to play this group stage, but they're obviously the favourites coming into the World Cup because they've got a strong roster on every row. But I think Sweden just gives us like a good scrim partner to scrim against.
Yeah, they have a really well-rounded roster. So actually, I do want to ask you, obviously, because you kind of know a lot of the St. Clair people. Like, what do you think of the Team Canada roster?
If we lose a map to Team Canada, I'll be very disappointed. No offense to anyone on that roster, but I would be very disappointed if we lose a single map. They got a double flex team, and we have a Wrecking Ball player, and I play Diva. I feel like if we just fly at the enemy team and they kind of just die. I think like it's very... Double flex is good, but Lucio's a little bit broken. Now, one of them's got a Lucio on them.
There's a difference between got a Lucio and is a Lucio player, at least in some cases.
Lucio's a very high impactful character, but you can also just stand still on your hit scan and amp heal.
I can agree with that.
That's how I play Lucio, so perfect.
Same here.
Yeah,
this
KiWii,
far.
because you've kind of shifted to playing main support with Kintsugi alongside Juno, but then now here you're going back to more of a flex support role. Has that like caused any mental shuffle, or is that pretty seamless to do?
I've always been a flex support. It was just it started when I was playing with Pella and Graveyard, and we were just able to play ball double flex the entire season. Eventually, I had to start playing Lucio, and I learned it a little bit. It doesn't really change much for my flex support role as a whole. I'm still more focused on that, especially on Kintsugi. We've decided to forego Lucio unless absolutely necessary. There's ways
Or
around
at least now you've got two guys to give you Lucio tips if you need
That's
it.
true.
We have 3 Lucio players on Team Great Britain, so
Apparently.
That's what we call the Singapore strategy. It's a couple other loose ends I want to tie up. What's it like working with ChrisTFer?
Christopher's a very funny guy. He's very honest. It's like a lot of UK people are very honest, and I think it gets get around to the
He's
point.
very honest.
Yeah. Everything on Twitter is like, I know he replied to you, but I think it's very funny. And I think, like, what he tweets on Twitter is like what the esports needs right now. And I think everything goes well. But I think if you can't take Flame or like, Loki, I get dogged on for losing a match by everyone, but I don't mind. It's what everyone needs, especially some Flame. And I think it's going to be a very good vibes team. And I also think we're going to do very good considering our roster has only gotten better since last World Cup.
Yeah, there's a good mix of youth and experience, as if you want to put it that way. Yeah, KiWii, what about you? What do you think about Chris as a coach?
Well, he's by far the best coach I've ever worked with. So far, yeah. With what Tread said, he's very direct and honest, which I like, and he's also really funny, especially in the scrims too. So I've enjoyed it so far.
What makes a coach good in a player's eyes?
He's not afraid to tell a player they're just shit and should stop inting.
And they make it easy to understand.
Looking at the next couple of months, what are the internal expectations being set around Team Great Britain? Like, how far do you guys think you can go?
I think we can win everything, to be honest, with our roster. You have the favorites, like Korea have their, I'm not going to say B team, but they could get better. Like, they could have Proper on their team. They could have Hanbin. They could have everyone. China don't have their actual roster. Saudi I think, is by far the best team. They're going to be playing in the World Cup right now. I also think with the UK, I think we'll be top 4 minimum. If we don't make BlizzCon, I'll be very upset because I want to explore America. I want to go have a night out with people. But
yeah, and fucking Anaheim.
Yeah, I'm very confident in this roster. Even I'm very confident in myself, but I'm also very confident in GP. This guy's just unbelievably I don't understand. Even yesterday in our scrim, some of the stuff you do on Wrecking Ball is just crazy to me.
Does he play any heroes other than Ball? Does he have any other else he can play?
He can play Winston. He can play Zarya. He can play Orisa. There's probably something else I'm forgetting, but it's gonna be nowhere close to how good he is at Bull.
On Liquipedia, his signature heroes are listed as Wrecking Ball, Winston, and then Sojourn for some reason.
Yeah, he's champ 2 on DPS as well. So,
yeah. KiWii, what about you?
I think I want to win. I don't really know the expectation. Last time this World Cup happened, I was actually watching these players play, so I'm looking forward to playing with them. And I want to beat everyone, especially I want to beat the USA, and I want to beat Hydron's placement in the last World Cup. Because then I'll finally have something over that man, and that'll make me very happy. So that's a personal goal of mine. I also want to play in Anaheim just because I basically grew up around there. I lived in Irvine for a long time, and it would be fun to go home. I'd be able to see a lot of friends, and I'll try and get some of them to watch the game.
Nice, that's really cool. Little homecoming. You'll be the new king of Anaheim now that Gushui is not playing World Cup. But yeah, thank you both for hopping on with me. Greatly appreciate it. Everybody watching, listening, don't forget, like the video, please. Subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on Substack, wherever you get your podcasts, and we'll see you around for the next World Cup Watchpoint team preview.
Thank you.